Hello and welcome back to another FoxyNoTail live stream here live on YouTube, doing some truly Bedrock. Today we're going to be making, well, I've already made a witch farm, so I'm going to be improving it by adding a storage system and building a Nether Tunnel so that I don't die every time I come here. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Welcome. We're a minute early. We'll give people a couple of minutes to get here. If you're watching this after the live stream, feel free to skip forward for a minute or two. Well, I drink this tasty coffee. There are 14 people here, it says, but chat is totally blank. There's no one writing anything in chat. My goodness me. Where are you all? If you're here, let me know. Because bizarrely nothing there. Yeah, I think my chat's broken. Let me there it's there. It just wasn't working. Moronic, stupid YouTube. Pop out chat. Can I actually have chat this time, please? There we go. Hello, Lawful Meteor. Hello, Deruza. Hello, PK Pop. Hello, Timmy C. Hello, Scaredy Cat, Nathan Wickenden, Rahul, Deruza, Mr. Rang, Phantom Instinct, Skunk Cabbages, Roadbuster. Mr. No-Tail here to make me jealous of his coffee, says Skunk Cabbages. Might be some stream delay here, says Deruza. Right, peeps. I've never seen myself with such a strange looking nose before, but can anyone guess why my face looks so weird? What is it about my face that's a little bit odd? First person to guess, I will say well done to. Good job. Sing says, evening, Foxy. Evening. What evening? New hair blocks, says Drew. Yes, that's what I did. And it made me look like this. Ah! Do you have a witch's nose? Says Timmy C. I do. You're inside your head. Witch nose. Minecraft nose implant. Basically, yeah. So we're over here at my witch farm, which if you haven't seen what's going on with this, it was in my latest video. So feel free to check that out if you want to figure out how we got to this point. And what I need to do today is a couple of things. So I ran it for a couple of hours. Well, maybe a little bit more than a couple of hours, but I ran it for a little while. And I haven't put an Impaling 5 Trident in there yet, but regardless, it's absolutely full to the brim. But most of this stuff is totally useless. So I want to get rid of all the useless stuff and put a storage system in here that's going to sort out the redstone, the gunpowder, the glowstone. I'd quite like to keep empty bottles because they're useful for the Guardian farm. And of course, I'd quite like to keep the witch heads because they're good fun. But other than that, I don't want anything from this. You can see I got an Illager banner in there, which meant I did get Bad Omen, which wasn't ideal. But I was safely tucked away inside of my little AFK spot, so that was all good. So yeah, I want a storage system on here. And then we need to go into the Nether and figure out exactly where we're going to be building a Nether Tunnel, because the Nether portal used to be over there. I've moved it here and I can go through into the Nether okay, but it links up in the same place. But when I come back, I appear back over there in a brand new portal, which is free obsidian. But I don't want free obsidian. I want a nice, easy route in and out of the Nether. So there we go. It's time to get cracking. Let's empty out our boxes, see what we've got, and start building a storage system of many, many dreams. I don't know if I've got all the stuff I need to do that, but we've got loads of storage system-y stuff over at Chaos Hill where we've been digging out because we can dismantle most of... The Wandering Trader is here! Sir! Me! Speak to me, please! Oh, Lord of Wandering and Trading! No, don't want to talk to me. What have you got? What have you got in your pockets? Wow, total you don't deserve to be around here. Get out of it. Disturbing me witch up. Do anyone count how many times Foxy said witch or witch in that video, says Deruze? Do you know what? When I was editing that back, I was thinking, I've said witch a lot in that video. It wasn't intentional. Honestly, it wasn't, but it was bizarre how much I did say it. So yeah, sorry about that. If you are sick of hearing the word witch, it just, I guess it was on my mind while I was recording it, but it was very bizarre. Right, I've got loads of junk. I don't want all this junk. I do need those things. Right, let's get prepared, peeps. We need to be prepared. Flint and steel lives in there. Well, we don't need a totem yet, but we will need one later when we're going through the Nether. Let's see what we've got in terms of redstone then. We've got a bunch of hoppers, so that's good. Have we got a crafting table? We have. And we got a bunch of chests as well, so that's good. Have we got any redstone? We have. We've got redstone torches. We've got pistons. Oh, good. Everything's coming up roses. And we're not going to need very much at all. In fact, I almost dare say we're going to be able to do this whole thing actually just from here without having to go home for any resources, which would be unheard of for me. But it would be very useful. I've even got glass. Oh my goodness. It's almost like I'm prepared for this. I'm not. Just decided that's... Oh, even more chests. And even more hoppers. Ah! Now I'm the hopper and chest king. When was the last time you actually bought something from the Wandering Trader, says Jerusa? I've not bought anything from him the whole season. Not one thing. TBC says, that's a rough way to make an obsidian farm. It is, yes. Did she turn you into a newt, says Roadbuster. Who? Who turned me into a newt? Well, that didn't take long until the first sign. And we got... Oh, I'm not getting the sign things. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why I'm not getting that. Did we get a sign, did we? Oh, you mean you just... the sign command, not an actual sign. Right, okay, good. Good. Right, sounds like we've already got a witch in the witch-making machine. We've got a couple. Might as well turn it on, mince them up a bit. Hold me, looting 3 sword. Pointless, because we can't actually gather the items, because there's too much stuff in here. So I guess we should probably start... But, oh, I tell you what we're going to need. We're going to need a cauldron and some lava and a dispenser as well, aren't we? Have we got those things? We've got a dropper. That'll do. Have we got a cauldron? There should have been a cauldron from when I emptied this thing out. There is. And what about lava? Have I got any lava? No, but we got a bucket, so we can go and grab some lava. Oh, this is all going very well. Very well indeed. And I noticed in there are things that should be inside of my wood box. Why are they not in my wood box? This is no good. Put them in the right place, please. And some in this one as well, please. We need to put our crafting table down. And then we know that we mean business then. Not a successful one, just someone running the command, says Jerusa. Oh, I see. Right, we're going to head off in that direction because I've got plenty of room to dig that way. So I suppose first thing we need to do is dig out a space to actually build this thing. I mean, we could come forward or even go backwards, but I think going this way is absolutely fine. It doesn't need to be massive either. I would like to have 2 for redstone, just so we don't miss any. 1 for gunpowder, just because I feel bad throwing the gunpowder away, even though I've already got more gunpowder than I will ever use over at my mob farm. 1 for glowstone, because again, I don't really need it. It's just nice to gather. And then 1 for glass bottles. So we only need 5 hoppers. The rest of it, everything else and everything... Oh, and 1 for witch heads, so 6. Everything that we don't need... we don't want is just going to go straight into the lava. And yes, that means that some items will skip through because we haven't doubled up the hoppers, but that's absolutely fine. I don't care. We're going to get plenty from this thing. So yeah, it's all good news. And I don't think we need to be quite as ridiculous as the storage system we've got under Chaos Hill either. I think that would be a little bit overkill. So we're just going to make a relatively humble one. What's the rate, says Kobe? It is pretty fast, to be honest with you. I haven't measured the rates exactly, but I did maybe 3 or 4 hours worth of AFK and all those chests are filled up. Now, granted, that's a lot of bottles. I don't know how fast it is once we actually have enough storage to contain the whole thing, but I don't think it's slow. Foxy, do you find the auto sorting options on Bedrock extremely unreliable? No, not at all. I find them very reliable. I've never had an issue with them. If you only use 1 row per item, then yes, you will get items that skip through and end up in your either bulk storage at the end or in lava, depending on what you're doing with it. But if you have 2 for each item that you really want, then it never misses. Never ever. Why, do you have problems, Timmy C? The other thing is, if you're running items along, like in bulk, like at my Guardian farm, or last season, or season 2, in fact, when I had a water stream system, if more than 1 item is trying to drop into a hopper at once, then more than 1 type of item, should I say, then the hopper just won't pick either of them up. It's really weird like that. It's very difficult to actually get a hopper to pick up an item from a bunch of items, which is odd, but Sometimes it does. It's a bit random. But it's almost like, I guess, the item that is lowest down physically towards the hopper gets priority, the closest ROM, rather than the hopper just looking at the whole bunch of items and going, oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of items here, I'll grab them. Yeah, I find my auto storage skips a lot, and yes, I use a water stream system. That must be the problem. They're all single hoppers for each item. Okay, the other problem you might have is if your system goes across the chunk border, you'll often find that the hopper... Well, yeah, actually, these are pretty unreliable now, come to think of it. The hopper after the storage system... no, after the chunk border, will often just not get any items at all, especially if it's a water stream one. Don't know why. Weird. But if you just make a hopper line fed one, you'll be good. Philip Cart says, right now I have some low-level farms in a cave and use a lace to pick up the line items, and the farms are very slow. Oh, okay. Paranza says, Foxy, did you download Minecraft from launcher or did you brought it? I paid for it, of course. I think if you don't pay for Minecraft, unless you've got Game Pass or another legitimate way of getting it, you're very naughty and you shouldn't be doing that. But I can't get it from the launcher for some reason. If I use the Minecraft launcher, it just tells me Bedrock Edition's not available. So I have to use my version switcher. I have to legitimately have installed Minecraft once before I can use my version switcher. But as soon as I've done that, I just use... I uninstall it and use the version switcher. Hey, Foxy, remember me? Says Umer. I do. I remember the name. Timmy C says, okay, might have to swap it over. I just like seeing the items move around. Yeah, it's nice. I like the water stream things. They're just not ever so reliable. Which is a shame. It is Minecraft Bedrock Edition at the end of the day, and we have to, you know, we have to consider that. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I think I shouldn't have got rid of all them blocks. I need blocks. I need some blocks back, mate. I also need to sleep. Have I got another bed, or is the only one I got in the AFK bit? Oh, jeez, that's going to be a pain. It's not the easiest thing to fly into, this, believe it or not. I might grab the bed and bring it down there just so that I don't have to keep coming up to here. Ugh. Thank you. And yes, buttons work on glass and dark glass if they're right next to a door, which is absolutely bizarre. Don't know why that is. 16.100 is the best Bedrock update. I don't know. Just the zero input lag is nice and it says BK. There says, hey Losh, you just watching an awesome stream on YouTube. Hopper lines are the better option. Just a lot of iron and wood. Yeah, but iron's cheap now. Iron farm's really good on Bedrock now. Your Bedrock might not load up if the launcher because your store needs updating. No, I've tried everything. Honestly, it's even worse on Windows 11. I think it's because my account's technically still stuck in the beta, and it just like, oh, we don't have a Minecraft version for you. I don't know if that's the case, but that's kind of like what I feel it might be. So I think we're going to have the line of hoppers coming across there. So let's make this nice and easy for us to actually stand on for now. Put all this stone back in that I've just been spending my life getting rid of. So one... Oh, actually, don't need to count from there. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one at the end is going to be what goes into our cauldron-y thing. It's already getting full of stuff because it's overflowing, which means we then need line there. Storage systems for the win. I think I should be able to build this pretty much from heart now. I've done enough of them lately that I don't seem to have any issues with them anymore. I'm pretty sure we have those there, and those are the ones that we monitor from the comparators, which will be on those blocks there. Okay? So the comparators will be on there. We'll have glass there, and then glass there, which means the pistons will be there with the redstone torches on, which are not going to reach. Oh, yeah. Oh. Huh. Can't help but feel I've done it wrong now. You just said you can do it off the top of your head. Oh, I ain't got any comparators. I thought I could. Clearly, I'm not as well remembering as I thought. Never seen the inside of a catalyst before. Feels forbidden, says Philip Carter. Oh, the bottom of a catalyst. Well, there you go. It's all ender pearly. I swear that at some point in the Minecraft lore, we're going to find out these things are going to relate it to the end in some way. Tell me if I'm doing this wrong, peeps, because I am old and stupid, but I'm pretty sure the comparators should go there. Pretty sure that's the case. Okay, then we need glass. If it's wrong, it's fine. We can move it about a bit. It's all good. I need more space. It's not exactly the button works on glass. It's just the button acts as redstone blocks when you press it. I know, but it feels like it shouldn't. It's almost, in my mind, a little bit quasi-connectivity, and I don't like it. If a button's on glass, it should not be able to send a signal. And call me old-fashioned, peeps, but just how I am. It's my beliefs. Yeah, you're doing it right, says Kobe. Ah, good. Excellent. I thought I was. It just always seems like the redstone torches are going to be too low down, but I don't think they will be. I think it's all good. It's all good. Effectively, you're making like a circle, aren't you, with the redstone, the glass, the pistons, and the redstone torches. So, we need more glass. Like that. And the glass has redstone on it. And the outside has redstone on it. And the top has redstone on it. There we go. Oh, I've done it too many. Don't need this one. Okay. So then we have the pistones. I should get some obsidian first, otherwise the stuff going through there's probably going to set these things off. Let's get a piece of obsidian. Why don't you use target blocks? Because I got loads of pistons and they work nicely and it's cheap, okay? I know everyone likes to use target blocks now because you can, but there really is no need to. Pistons work fine. I have many of them and I don't have any target blocks. There we go. So then the redstone torches go there, which powers these blocks, which will in turn power the hoppers that's underneath them, which then need to stick out this way. So let's grab another line of stones temporarily. Put some hoppers under them, facing that way, like that. Ah, that was smart of me. Good job. Again, I don't need that one there, or that one there. In fact, I don't need any of that. Getting wheat is a lot harder than it looks if you don't have a lot of bone meal, says Kobe. Yes, quite, exactly. It's an absolute pain getting wheat. Okay, so what we're going to use for the spacers is this potions of healing. No, actually, that won't work because they're full stackable. I can't actually use any of those items, which is a shame. So we'll probably just use stone then for the spacers. Will this work if I put it in? It will. That's good news. Excellent. Because we're very unlikely to get stone falling in there at any point, particularly from the witches or, you know, me just dropping it out of my inventory randomly. Ah, like I just did with my axe. Good job. So then we need redstones. They're going to be in the first 2 slots. Then we're going to have the gunpowder, the glowstones. Sorry. Then we're going to have the gunpowder. And then we're going to have empty bottles and then witch heads. Okay. Empty bottles and witch heads. Nice. So then I just need a bunch of chests. Oh, this was very easy. So easy. Even I could do it. I have built quite a lot of storage systems on this server now. My only concern is we're actually building outside of the build limit here. So if, you know, Silent Whisper or someone decides we need another trim before the end of the season, then all of this is going to go. It's all going to be gone. So I am... This is all stuff I don't necessarily mind losing, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not lose it. I just have to, you know, make sure that I'm the one that ends up doing the prune, and then I can prune at 5,000 blocks instead of 4,000. Nathan says crops are slower on Bedrock Edition for some reason. It's better to use pistons. I thought that's been fixed. That was fixed ages ago. I'm sure it's got parity now. I'm sure it has. Right, now what we need to do is somehow find a way to filter all of this stuff back into there, which could be tricky. It would be funny if they somehow did drop stone, because that means the witches were stoned. Wow. Oof. Right. Next bit of the machine, we're going to go into a dropper with all of the excess items, which is going to be directly over a cauldron, which needs to have lavas in it and then redstones. So let's go find some lava. How hard could that be? I mean, I would go into the nether. The problem is I don't want to do that until I'm prepared to come back because... Ah, there we go. Lava pool. Very handy. I knew I'd seen some around here somewhere. You often find lava pools around swamps, which is kind of handy. Nope, I've read that one. Come up with some new chat, guys. I've read all the ones you're talking about. Right, lava in there. Excellent. Is the mincerator not turned on? Ah, I don't know if there's any witches in it or not. We might as well have it running now that the system's in place. All right, put that bucket back away. I would like some slabs just to make this look a little bit uniform with the rest of the stuff. And probably also do with a lever just in case. Okay, good, excellent. We are getting there, peeps. So I'm going to need repeaters. Best bone meal farms to zoom air. See, I quite like a skelly spawner drop shoot. So you just get a skelly spawner and just put nothing underneath it, big old fall, and just have them fall on hoppers, and that's pretty good. I can't think of bone meal farms off the top of my head. It's got the old red, what's it called, used to be the best, but they took that out of the game. Red Nylium growing. Used to get more back than you put in, but you don't anymore. Moss. Apparently, if you can do a decent enough moss farm, that's good for bone meal. But it's very tricky with that because it's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. But, I mean, I've got a nice moss farm that I could chuck everything through a composter in. But you'd need a lot of composters because there's so many different items all coming through at once. And, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. So, I would say... Personally, I don't think that's the best idea in the world. But it is probably the easiest and fastest way to get it. Just a little complex. I have a question. It's about Java. I know you're Bedrock, but maybe chat knows. I know I've done, in my lifetime, more Java Edition than I have Bedrock Edition, believe it or not. But I probably know less about Java Edition now just because I haven't played it nearly as much. But I do have Java now on my channel with the old Mitts and My Hardcore thing. The VODs for that are going out on my main channel. So Java is now on my main channel. Have we got any redstones yet? Here we go. The machine is ready to start firing all of that junk into the thing. It'd be nice if it was a bit faster. I have done these and made them go faster. But I'm just going to leave it at that. It'll be fine. Is it possible to make stacked iron farm? Yes, it is, but it's not easy. It's a bit of a faff. Personally, I wouldn't do it because villages are just totally unreliable in Bedrock. They can quite easily join together by mistake. And then you just got all sorts of problems. So... You can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Right, what I'm going to do now, because I'm very lazy, is I'm going to bring out a hopper line here and put a bunch of chests on it, smash these to bits, and then just put all the items into those chests. And then I don't have to faff about trying to empty those chests and automatically sort them myself, basically. So let's bring that over here, bring it round this way a bit. We only need, what do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4 double chests worth. So 1, 2... That wasn't good planning. That was not good planning at all. Okay, let's break that one. 3. There we go. Nice. Maybe subtract mode on a comparator will make it faster. No, it doesn't make any difference to the speed. Don't make no difference. It's fine. Right, let's make a big old mess. Many, many, many items. And all of the items in the world. And then let's start just shoving them in here. Now, I need to be careful I don't put things I want in there. So let's put all of my favourite things away in here before I do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be very sad when I lose all of the stuff that I need. We'll keep... I don't need the stone, actually. I've got more stone than sense. We'll put that gunpowder in there and those glass bottles in there. There we go. Right. Now let's fill up these ones. Many, 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 many of them. Might as well just stand here clicking that spot for now, hadn't I? There we go. That's one. Bro, I'm back. Do you even remember me, says Anne Cleveland? I remember you. Do you remember me? That's more of the, you know, that's more what I'm interested in. Do you remember me, though? It's all right, me remembering you. But do you remember me? And if so, why have you not been here? Where have you been? Could try a zero-tick clock dropper with 15 other pistons and redstone blocks. Yeah, I could do... I could just put a, you know, a really fast clock in front of it and just make it spit out all the time. But it's fine. It'll go fast enough. It's not a big issue. Be nice if I had like a double storage chest, double chest as a buffer before it went in there, but I'm not fussed. It'd be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. There we go. A couple more bits to pick up, and then we're all good. Nice. Excellent. That's all of that filtering through there. We can grab our stuff back out of here. Where's my rockets? There they are. Don't want to lose my rockets. The redstone can stay in because it lives here. We'll take the rest of the stuff with us. We'll put these other things in the right places. The gunpowder goes in... Not that one. That one. Which means water bottles in there. And witch heads in there. Fantastic. Oh, good. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, we've got a few more items. Hang on. One moment, please. Look how fast the storage system is storing the things. It's amazing. So now all we got to do is go to the AFK point and wait for many, many time. Yeah, it's getting through it. Look, it's going faster than the items are coming in there, so that's great. This is excellent news. Ah, it's all coming up roses. Just need to be able to get out now. That would be nice. Made a slight problem for myself here, haven't I? That was a lot quicker than I expected to go. I thought we would be doing this for a while. It's a good job we got the whole Nether Tunnel project to do as well this stream, because otherwise, you know, I'd be like, oh, I've finished. See you later, guys. All right, glass in there. That in there. Stone in there, I guess. And bedtime, I can hear Enderman. And I see a zombie. Run away! All right, let's just stand in here for a minute. Ugh. Oh, man. I'm on the wrong bit. Excuse me. Let's see if we can see any witches spawning. Hold me sword. How to get more chances to get a science Azume? It's just random. There's no way of like beating it or trying to get more. You put stone in the chest, so that will that not break the system? Yes, it will, Skip. Well done. I'm an idiot. Oops. Only 31 likes and 100 viewers? Yeah, what are you doing? What do you mean you don't like the video? Of course you do. Hit that like. It doesn't cost you anything and it makes me feel amazing, so do it. Look, there's witches in there and everything. How can you not like that? Come on. Be kind. Be kind to FoxyNoTail. He works hard for you guys. And what does he get? Nothing. Nothing at all. Ah, oops. I may have a bit put sugar in the system. We need to stop that stone from coming through. Which means we need to find it. Aha. More stones there. A bit more there. And a bit more there. Hopefully that'll be all of it. I don't think it'll matter too much. It's not going to cause too many problems, I don't think. Unless we get a full stack of it in there, it'll be fine. Okay, good. That chest is filtering through into there, which is great. those hoppers are still effectively going into that chest before they come into the system. But I don't really mind that, because that just means we're going to have, you know, extra bulk storage if this thing does fill up. Oh, here we go. Sugar is coming through. And it's going into the dispenser of many, many fire. Put all that stone in there. I don't need it. Brilliant. Excellent. Right. We'll have a couple more seconds AFK just to watch this thing in action. Thank you very much for whoever liked the video. Only half of you bothered, though. We've only got 58 likes, 107 people viewing. Come on. What are you doing? It's not fair. The BK says, Ume, you're watching the 10 more streams. Yeah, that's how you get more chance of getting a sign. Okay. What's its rate, says DJ Gaming? Faster than anything you've ever seen in your life. I've no idea. Don't know. Can't hang around for long. We'll watch the VOD later. Have a good stream, says Nathan Wickington. Okay, Nathan, no worries. Have a good day doing whatever you do. I am Clevermind says, why can't we use your spectator mod in servers without turning off achievements? Look, I don't make the rules. Minecraft say, or Mojang say, or in fact it's technically Xbox/Microsoft because they make the rules on achievements, that Microsoft achievements are too valuable that you are not allowed to have any advantage in getting them outside of what the developers consider the right way to get them. The developers don't have any say or control over what goes into an add-on. So I could make an add-on that just, you know, did all of the things to give you the achievements, right? And then you'd have all the achievements in the game, and that would be cheating. So they can't check each one. They haven't got the time or the patience, and they don't get paid for it. They can't check each add-on to see whether or not it would affect gameplay and help you get achievements. So they just say, well, if you've got cheats on, if you've got a way of getting these achievements that is not the correct way of doing it, you're not allowed them. Okay? So it's just one of those things. If you want to use add-ons, don't worry about achievements, and you don't need to get achievements on the server. Achievements are global on Bedrock Edition, so you can get them on any world, on any device, as long as it's the same account. So if you really want the achievements, set up a new world and just go, you know, go achievement hunting, have fun, and then just keep your server for your long-term gameplay with the add-ons on that you like to play with. Gixer says, I'm not allowed to say I still smile seeing that mug being used. And yes, I'm finally caught up with myself and the others planned for making this week. You mean I'm going to have more, Gixer? I'm very excited. I love this mug. It's absolutely my favourite mug, but I'm so terrified of breaking it. I only use it for streams now because I just don't dare trust myself with it when I'm not sat down at my desk. It's a public holiday in the UK today, isn't it? Says Jerusa. Yes, it is. Try to make a chunk loader, says Umair. No, I don't need one. Chunk loader is totally pointless. Don't need it. PK says, since this is Bedrock, can you ice bridge? I could ice bridge? What would I need to ice bridge for? Royal Squishy says, trying to scratch myself like a warthog. Please stop disturbing me is what I'm doing. What? Umar says, try to make a chunk loader. Zach says, just got on. What was the spawning issue from the video? Okay, yeah, I got some comments on that, actually. It was very interesting. I've actually recorded a couple of clips for the next video already this morning. And basically, apparently, because Bedrock Edition works perfectly, right? What happened is, if your witch hut is on an area where there are no spawnable spaces for normal hostile mobs to spawn, then the game won't check to spawn one in the witch hut. Well done for getting a sign, Loshi. So because this witch hut is primarily over water, there are very, very few spawnable spaces around it, so the game will massively lower the rates of this witch hut. So if I filled in all of this area around here with solid blocks, it would work perfectly. So yeah, totally weird. Totally weird. I don't get it, but there you go. So technically, for the witch hut we've now got, I should go around making the area underneath it totally spawnable. Take away all of the torches, take away all of the stuff, take away anything that's a non-spawnable block, and maximize the chances, well, the rates for the witch hut. In fact, should we do that? Let's give it a go, see if that works. Now, this is information I got from comments. Now, I'm not going to say that comments are unreliable, but there were two people that mentioned something very similar, so I'm going to assume that that's the case, and those are true. So let's go and, yeah, totally make the area very spawn-proof and see if it makes any difference. Let's Get rid of the torches first and foremost. Now, they said the chunk that the farm is in, but if I know anything about Bedrock, is that Bedrock looks at the what's it called? Oh man, every single time I forget this word. Something begins with D. The area that mobs will spawn in around something, basically. This density check, which is generally, I think it's like 4 chunks in either direction from where it picks the spot. So let's say it wants to spawn a mob here. It'll look 4 chunks in every direction to make sure there's no other mobs about and the cap's not reached. So I think we probably need to concentrate on everything outside the chunk as well. Which probably means building that storage system directly down there is not the best thing to have done. But we can like build above it and make that spawnable as well, I guess, and the caves below. But obviously whatever's spawnable is going to need to be in reach of the player as well. And if we did the spawn spheres, I would need to make a platform probably at about this level to make sure we got lots of stuff. The only problem with doing that is then we'll get loads of hostile mobs spawning, which would effectively potentially reduce the rates of the farm. So I don't know how good or effective that will be. I'm glad we should spawn in water primarily. Well, no, spawning in water is bad, Zach. It means they don't work. In truly Bedrock, achievements are on, says I'm Clevermind. They are, yes. What happened was, the thing is, I can't remember exactly how to do it, but there is a specific way that if you set up your server, even with add-ons and experimental mode and cheats enabled, although we don't have cheats enabled on truly Bedrock, but even with that, it can confuse the server into keeping achievements on. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's very naughty. Don't do it. It's bad. Zach says, right, that was sarcasm. Okay. Sarcasm doesn't translate well over text speak, unfortunately. Does stacked iron farm will break later on? Yes, probably. Highly likely with Bedrock Edition. I wouldn't bother building one, let's put it that way. I would only ever build one of those just for the achievement and having done it, but I would thoroughly expect it to totally break the next time I went in and out of the area. They need to be solid blocks to spawn mobs and the area dark. Yeah, so what we could do is build like a... We could build a spawnable platform with a roof over it, but then the problem is once we get enough mobs in there that the density check is reached, then I don't think witches will spawn. So maybe just keeping it like this with the daylight is the best way of doing it, and then we're not going to confuse the game so much. So I'm not going to faff about with that too much. I'm going to go fly up and see if the changes I've just made have had any difference. I doubt it, but it's interesting, and it would be worth definitely testing in like creative or something like that to really see if you could maximize your rates. Got a witch in there. Making the area dark will not help, says Civil. They need to be solid blocks to spawn monsters, mobs, the area dark. Making the area dark will not help. What? How many blocks should be spawnable around the witch hut? I don't know, Royal Squishy. No idea. I didn't figure out these mechanics. Someone else did. I'm just going off what my comments said. Another witch is in there. Currently building silent stacked raid farm. Hope it doesn't break. It will. If it's stacked villages, it will break. Guarantee it. And that's assuming you can actually get it working in the first place, because stacking villages on Bedrock is hard and unreliable. And generally speaking, you need commands or cheats. Going to shoot. I've got to shoot off for the state funeral now. Have a good stream. I'll catch up on the VOD, says Loshy. Okay. Oh, I didn't put your sign up yet. I have written it on a notepad, though. Spawnable area would make sense if the witches spawn in the same way as phantoms, says Rude Durant. Maybe that's how it works. What are the rates of this farm, says DJ Gaming? Again, DJ Gaming, as I already said, I don't know, haven't tested it. I get more than I could possibly need from not very long AFK. That's all I know. I haven't tested the rates. Not a clue. Not a clue. Whee! What I do have a clue about, though, is that there is lots of mobs around here now that we've made it totally spawnable, which is not ideal. Also, see some apples. How can you can't leave an apple just on the floor. If you see an apple, you've got to get it right. And now I've been putting it off, can you tell? It's time to go work on that nether tunnel. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Right, I need to despawn all those mobs. Okay, that should be enough. apparently not. Oh, because you're persistent now, because you got a nice bit of stuff. Right. Junk in the junk places. And tunnels in the nether. What could possibly go wrong? Right. Okay, so first thing I'm going to need is an armor stand and a banner. I'm also going to need my favourite little chap. Where is he? There he is. One of those. I'm going to need a bow, as ghasts are a thing. I don't think I'm going to need torches. I need at least one arrow. And we need to find out whereabouts this needs to be in the nether. So using my handy markers pack, which you can download from FoxyNoTail.com, we will see the nether coordinates need to be minus 604. I should write that down. 68. Minus 604. 68 by minus 274. How hard could that be? Okay. Let's take our little man. Go into the nether. We're going to need some obsidian. And we're going to need a flint and steel to make a new portal, because the one where it comes out is in the wrong place. We're also going to need to take our ender chest stuff in there with us, just in case we have any minor boo-boos. So let's grab all of this stuff. We don't need all the rest of the junk. That's just building materials. So that can all stay. Oh, yeah. And then we'll go and put that there, that there, that there, that there, and that there. Which means that box, which has actually got more wood in my wood boxes. Just have a quick sort out of my wood boxes here. Because look, my wood boxes have got all... Like, how many boats do I need? How many boats have I got? This is ridiculous. I got all that good stuff in that chest and just an inventory full of boats in here. Like, what? How many boats does someone realistically need? 1? 2? I don't need 78. Right, let's grab all of this. And see how much of it we can stash in the other ones. Can I shove those somewhere, please? I don't want those. Right. It is stashing time. Come on, how much can I get in here? Stash it all in. Many of it. As much as possible. No room for me scaffoldings. Any room for a ladder? Take those chests out because they're in there. They've got ladders in. What about a couple more boxes? Logs are useful. Logs are very useful. Don't need one of those. And I don't need... I'm sure there'll be a load of junk in here that I don't need. I don't need one acacia sign. There we go. What about in here? Have we got rubbish? I can stack those with those. Perfect. Right. Good. Excellent. That's that job done then. I feel better now. My witch farm produces 1,690 redstone dust per hour on average due to 60 hours of AFK, says Becca. Wow, that's impressive. Right, hello, young man. I'm not a man. Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought I could see your dingle. Right. Get rid of this one. Let's go find where we need to be. It was minus 604, so about 50 blocks in one direction. By minus 274. So it's not actually that far away, which is odd, because when I came back through this one, it put me in a brand new portal on top of a tree near the other witch hut. So, yeah, we don't need to go far to put a new portal in. At least, hopefully, it won't be right in the middle of this Soul Sand Valley. So that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And I need me totem there, otherwise it's not going to be much use, is it? So, if we head down this way a bit. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Ow. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Ow. Right. Where are we going? We're already there on that way, so we need to dig this way a bit, I think. Not far. Just a little bit in this direction and we'll be good to go. And we'll probably go down a few blocks as well, would be helpful. Although the Y value is not essential and we've already kind of got a tunnel that way. But I think I will. I think we'll go down a bit. Let's start digging down. Might as well, eh? Might as well. Oh, I haven't got any fire resistance on me. Ah, that could be a problem. I know I've got a totem. But if I'm in lava and my totem goes off, I'm still going to be in lava. and still on fire. So I could probably do with some fire resistance potions. I believe I've... Oh, I didn't bring my ender chest. Oh, I haven't got there. I've got a portal to go back. Right, well, we're going to have to build this portal first. I don't know why I'm building a staircase, because I don't actually need to ever come back up this thing again, but might as well. Might as well. 60. There we go. We're down to this point here. So what was it? 604 by 274. So we need to go a bit that way. And a bit that way. So roughly here-ish should do absolutely fine. This'll do. Excellent. Right. Slap down a portal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What a waste of obsidian. 9, 10. Excellent. Now, if we go through, are we going to come out in the right place? Only one way to find out. Sorry, I mean 281 redstone dust per hour. Somehow stupidly managed to multiply it with 6. Oh, well done. Good job. We are in the right place. That's good news. Excellent. Right, now I can get my ender chest. I don't want a broken bow. Thank you very much. And I can put these things away. Which means I need more sugar boxes back out. Jeez. Right. Flint and steel, obsidians, armor stand, banner. So where is my fire resistance? Because I definitely had fire resistance kicking about somewhere. Where is it? Right, we want that. Thank you very much. It's probably inside of one of these boxes, unless I've accidentally thrown it away. Which is not impossible. Because I am pretty stupid. I may have done. The witches don't give you fire resistance, do they? Unless you burn them, so...
Buster 659 is a loser.
Oh no! Roadbuster! This is no good. I shall hand you to my notepad so I can put your sign on the wall when we get home. Hey Foxy, mob head on duplicates when you hold more than one head and you sit while right clicking. I know Mojang broke stuff and it doesn't work properly now. I wouldn't shout about it though. Keep it to yourself. I won't tell anyone if you don't. Okay. Josh May says, hi from the East Coast USA. Glad to run across your stream while getting ready for work. Love your content. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think I know actually where my... Yes! Fire resistance. 3 minutes will do. Take a couple of them because I probably will end up in lava at some point. So now we've just got to head over pretty much to 0, 0. How hard could it be? How hard could it be? What could possibly go wrong? And it'd be nice if the tunnel wasn't totally awful. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to staircase down first. Get ourselves to... What's the lava level in the nether? What's the level that the lava's at? Because if we can go just above that, then I've got a better chance of actually finding where I'm supposed to go. Does anyone know? You could just change the floor to magma in the Trident Killer to get potions, says Deruza. Oh, really? Now that is interesting. Because fire resistance potions are much more useful to me than the other types of potions. However... Well, there's the lava lake. I found it. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. 32, says Leechim. Okay. Can we get away with going in this direction for a bit? Do you think? No. Of course not. Because there's land over there. See? Oh, there's a bastion. And many ghasts. Huh. A rather large bastion. I wonder if it's been raided. My body. Oh, got the wrong way. That'll do. How to staircase down? I've achieved Mitzi's stage of invisibility, says Lawful. Oh, well done, Lawful. Sorry, did I not say your name? Sorry, Lawful. I would say the lava level would be about there, says Deruza. Which is your favourite farm to make, says Gadget J. I really like the achievement of making the Guardian farm. When the Guardian farm's actually complete, that's a good moment. The easiest farm to make was probably that Witch Hammer farm, to be honest with you, although the trial and error to get there wasn't ever so easy. Fly down and stare up, says Leechim. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Okay. Oh, jeez. Technically, I want to go under all of this. I want to be at lava level. Oh, this is going to be dangerous because there's skeletons and all sorts of stuff around here. What could possibly go wrong? I've got my totem. I've got my little man. I've got my fire resistance. Nothing bad could possibly happen. I've got skills. They're multiplying. We're all good. It's about 54 I need to get up to, wasn't it? Oh, and I haven't done it in a straight line. Oh, jeez.
Roadbuster659 is a loser.
Again. Roadbuster. 2 in a row. I'll add that onto your sign. Don't worry. We need gas sounds on YouTube, says Deruza. I know, right? That would be useful. Speaking of gas sounds, that was an actual gas. Oh, hello. Please don't break my thing. No. Return to sender. Nice. They've made those fireballs so much easier to hit now. So much easier to hit. It's actually possible to actually hit a gas now with the fireballs. We're nearly there. Oh, I've gone too high. I've gone too high. Here we go. Oh, thank you for popping back. How useful of you. We're off by 1 block. Jeez. Well, that's good, because that actually gives us an opportunity to widen this bridge slightly. And we should probably put some walls and sides on it. Having said that, unless I'm... Actually, what we'll do, we'll use deep state stairs. So the only reason for this exists is for coming back. Because we'll probably just fly down them if we're coming down. And avoid the gas that way. So yeah, well, I'm going to go back to the witch hut in a minute and go grab some deep slate. And make some deep slate stairs. What happens if you get 100 chance of getting a sign, says Backer. You get a sign in the world with your name on it. No, don't. There we go. I knew that happened. Thank you, Gast. This is exactly why I needed the fire resistance potion. Hey! No. That was very naughty. You set my stairs on fire now, look. What a pain. I don't go flying around your house, setting it on fire and blowing people off into the lava. Right, we need to escape pretty quickly. Prevent it happening again. Go get that deep slate. I'll leave the safe pathway, Netherrack over Lava Lake, says Timmy C. We're all good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this design. It's all good.
Minecraft has 100% chance of getting a sign.
Wow, that's a long name. I don't even think that's going to fit on a sign. There we go. I need to add it to my little list so I can put them on when we get home. We've got losers and winners. Amazing. 2 winners and, well, I say 2 losers. They're both the same people. Okay. I'm back! I'm gonna have a sleep before everything spawns in again. Okay, we're gonna take that box. I'm gonna use it. Busy sign day, says Deruza. It seems to be, doesn't it? Right. I can't see. There we go. Right, let's pop that down there. Gonna need ender chest back out again. Stone cutter. If I've got one. Of course I don't. Why would I have a stone cutter? Great. Crafting table. We're gonna have to I've got more deep slope than... Actually, do I have a lot of deep slate? I think I do. I'm sure I can afford to waste a bit of deep slate making stairs. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, peeps. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Right, okay. It's staircase time. My favourite thing to do. It's not really. It's a joke. Oop, there. Lots of sign commands going on, but not much conversation, peeps. Come on. Talk to me. You've got to have something to tell me, surely. What's happening? What questions have you got? What do you need to know? What do you want to tell me? I need the information. Need something to read. It's not something but yes or no to get a sign. What? Pardon? What you say, bro? Oh, speed steer. Oh, it was all good till it didn't work. Speed steering. Oh, amazing. Fastest staircase I've ever placed. Let's do it again. Speed steering Mark II. Yes. Oh, jeez. I've made a mistake. Ah, no. Oh, it's because I'm half on those stairs. Okay. No. What are you doing? Ah! The ghast is coming, but you won't be able to blow up my deep slate, mate. Try blow it up. Okay, blow it up a bit. You'll struggle to blow it up a lot. No. Don't shoot me on here. What's the hardest farm you find to make, says John Smith. Anything that's got villagers in it. So... Oh, the iron farms are easy because you just need to dump the villagers wherever you want them. So I'd probably say raid farms, because raid farms, the villagers have got to be very specific, or at least one of them has. And that can often be a bit of a pain to deal with. So that's what my answer is going to be. It's probably the wrong answer, but it's fine. It'll do. It's an answer. That's all you wanted. You didn't request the right answer, did you? Now, when I said I was going to make a nether tunnel, I never said I was going to make it pretty. It just needs to be safe. Ideally flyable as well, but safe is good. While we're going with the live lakes like this, I think safety has to be the key. I've run out of netherrack already, jeez. I'll have millions of it in a minute, though. Ugh. Just a little bit of a barrier. Oh, I've run out. Well, might as well start digging this bit and then we'll get more blocks, won't we? Lawful, it seems I'm competing for that invisibility, says Deruza. Deruza, I always see your messages. Don't you dare. Who do you think you are? It's very difficult to see all the messages with all the sign commands. Which, yes, that's my own fault. You and mates are so funny in your hardcore episodes, Foxy, says Mark Simcock. Thank you very much. Villagers are top headache maker, says Rudinanto. Yeah, absolutely. It's like they designed them to be the worst possible thing in the world. What's the sign for, says Jerome. It's a game. You get a sign with your name on it if you get 100%, and you get a sign on the loser's wall if you get 0% with your name on it. You build fast. This would take me a full day, says like, yeah, well, that's because I'm not really, putting any effort into it. I'm just slapping down blocks. Also, the advantage of playing with keyboard and mouse rather than on like touchscreen or controller is you generally can build faster if you've had a lot of practice like I have. Okay, we've got many netherracks now. That's good. Ow. 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 Can you filter out the sign commands in responses in your view? No. No, but I won't want to. Why would I not want to see all of those wonderful sign commands? I mean, I could turn it to top chat instead of live chat, but I don't think that actually does anything different. Okay, we have slightly more useful staircase on that side. I mean, it's not going to stop anything spawning on it, but it does make us a little bit more invisible, which is handy. I don't think I'm going to bother putting a roof on it, because the chances of a gas being directly above me are... I mean, it's not. It probably will happen, but it's not going to happen regularly, I wouldn't have thought. What a beautiful looking staircase it is. Oh, such a pretty thing. Amazing. I'm going to bring this roof back this way a bit. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, yes. What a very nice staircase we have. Absolutely perfect. Right, now we can run up there. Go grab the stuff from up there. Get some more fire resistance. And then carry on. However, unfortunately, peeps, it is time for a 2-minute break. And it will be a very quick one this time, because I only need the loo. I don't need to get more coffee or anything. So I'm going to pack this stuff up, put it back in my ender chest, get some more fire resistance. Oh, I've already got more. It's okay. We don't need more. Pick up my stuff. And then I'm going to disconnect so I don't die. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Well, that took a little bit longer than I expected, but I had to help Oliver, who was on the toilet first. It's bank holiday Monday for us, so he's off school, so he's here. Oh my goodness, lawful. Right, Minecraft Devilord, please. I know you're trying to use the sign game, but if you could be a little bit less spammy with it, I'd really appreciate that. Would be nice, bro. I know that's, the whole point of the game is you keep pressing it until you get it, but if it's telling you there's a cooldown, maybe cool down a bit. Poor old lawful meat is actually having to do some work to get rid of all of your ridiculous many messages. Right, okay. So this morning, I scheduled the stream rather than just going live. I don't know if anybody actually noticed that. And it's I'm always a bit wary of doing that because YouTube generally starts sending out all of the notifications before I'm already live. But I thought I'd give it a go this morning, and I would like to know from you guys if any of you found that useful or not, having a bit of advance notice from YouTube that I was going live, or are you more likely to click it and go, oh, it's not live yet, and then forget about it? Do you think Bedrock will ever have 100% block drop from TNT? Do you know what? I really hope so. And I don't see that as a difficult thing for them to do. So I don't know why they haven't done that. So I kind of worry that the reason that they haven't is that they decided that's not a mechanic that should be in Minecraft. But I'm sure it'll come at some point. I'm sure it must be on the list. I can't see why it wouldn't be. I don't want to go in a straight line. I don't know why I'm going in a straight line because we've actually got to go 600 blocks in that direction. So I've just dug all of this out for nothing. I should be going in an angle, really. That'd be much quicker. Hello, skeleton. Thank you for spawning in my tunnel. I really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, we're going to forget all that I've just dug and go this way instead. How hard could it... Oh, jeez. Thank you, lava. You're welcome. Where are you digging to, Foxy? Says Mark Simcock. Back to spawn. Yes, usual, but maybe 5 or 10 minute notice. Useful, but maybe 5 or 10 minute notice to Squirrelicious. I see. Yes, was useful, says Lawful. Okay. Will this ad ever end? Jeez, says Rotational Face. Ruff, you get the longest ads. Do you have to be a member to get a sign, says Learner? Nope, you don't. Nope. Doesn't make any difference whether you're a member or a viewer. Didn't see the notification early, but I'm the type that would click, see you're not live, then completely forget the second I start watching something else as Lusting Wells. Yeah, that's what I worry about. That's my concern. I had no ads. Weird, says Squirrelicious. Must have used my quota for the day. YouTube don't want to pay me too much. No, we're not giving him any more ads. He's earned enough money this week. Another lake. Brilliant. I mean, that was inevitably going to happen doing it like this, wasn't it? But there we go. Is what it is. Let's widen that up a bit so it's a bit easier to get down. Ideally without making massive holes in the floor like I just did. Oh goody, so many things I need my shovel for. Thanks, game. I've already got a full inventory. Great. I love soul sand valleys. Don't you? They're great, aren't they? I don't know. As much as I did enjoy the Nether update, and it was nice for them to add the things, I still think I prefer the original Nether. I still think I prefer just Nether wastes everywhere. I'm not convinced by the whole new biome thing. Maybe if they were more rare, if there weren't quite so many new Nether biomes, I would be a little bit more happy with it. But I think it's too much, personally. What do you guys think? I didn't see you were live until 25 minutes in. Didn't get a notification, says D-Best. Oh, man. I'm back. Longest ever get rich scheme ad, says Roth. Well, Roth, if you're getting those sorts of ads, that's the sort of interest you're telling Google about. Google obviously thinks you need to get rich quick. It's just trying to help, bro. YouTube is banned in our country, so it doesn't show ads. I'm now using a VPN to see it. It's like free YouTube Premium. Oof. Except for the creators that are working hard to create all of the content for you and not getting any money because of it. So it's not like YouTube Premium. It's like ripping off all of the content creators that work hard to create content in order to try and earn a living. It's like stealing from them, in fact, I would say. So, yeah, don't pat yourself on the back too hard there. Agree, too much. Hate red warp forest and those hogs. I don't mind them in small quantities, but there's just too much of it. There's just way too much of it, in my opinion. Oh, great. It's going to be one of those jobs where it cost me 50,000 netherrack just to place a little bit. Let's do it this way instead then. What could go wrong? I saw the notification just before my lunch break ended. Wouldn't be watching otherwise, says DSR. But was that after I'd already gone live, or was that before I'd gone live? Was that when it was notifying you that I was going to go live? Yeah, what would possibly go wrong, says Foxy, says Mark's input. Exactly. Nothing ever goes wrong for me. Never ever. I'm just too good at this game. Ah, jeez. I was holding shift then as well. Can I get away without using a fire resistance potion? Yes, I can. Thank you, game. You're welcome. Perhaps, you know, when you've got a little bit of lag, it's not the best way of doing things. Oh, now there's a skeleton on the other side that wants to make life easy for me. Don't do it, skeleton. You're making life too easy for me, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it. That path is like you're hungover, says Gadget J. That fire didn't last long, said Deruza. No, well, I got fire resistance on my helmet. Stop it! I don't want to go back in. I just got out. Ow. Did you just call that skeleton babe? I don't think so. I don't think I call anyone babe. Because it's not the 90s anymore. That's the sort of thing I used to call my girlfriend when I was in college or at school. Not, not since I've been about sort of 18, 19 plus. I haven't used the word babe. Hey, babe. How'd you get in, babe? Can't call me that. It's not a nice thing to call me. Oh, sorry. Sorry, babe. Won't do it again, babe. I'm in the habit of it now, babe. Really sorry, babe. Foxy, is your witch farm gone? Just opened your stream. It's not gone, no. It's still there. We're just building a path to get to it a little bit more easily in the future. Which means I need more netherrack. We'll go dig this way a bit and then we'll have more netherrack. Hello, Striders. So why does fire resistance potion burn in lava, says Deruza? Well, I think what happens is the bottle itself burns, right? And then all of the fire resistance potion just ends up dissipated into the lava. And because there's an overwhelming volume of lava surrounding it, it just sort of, it's kind of like putting sugar in your tea or your coffee. It just goes, doesn't it? It's gone. You can't find it anymore. You can't exactly put a fishing rod in and get it back out. I think that's how it works. Pretty sure. Oh, good, a wall of gravel. Yay. Ow. 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 Really? Really? How many of you are there? Why? Shoo. Stop it. Stop. You're more dangerous than the blooming lava. Clear off. Ruthless skeletons. How far away is the witch farm, says Gadget? From spawn, about 600 blocks. So it's going to be quite the tunnel that we need to dig here today. I would doubt we even managed to complete it all on the live stream because, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream for quite as long today because Oliver's here and I don't want to leave him all on his own for hours and hours and hours. So, I mean, it's not unfortunate that Oliver's here. I just mean it's unfortunate from the viewpoint of, oh, I'm enjoying streaming and you're enjoying watching it. Okay? Jeez. What do you mean you don't like your kids? I love my kids. It's not what I'm saying. He'll need lunch. He'll need to eat. He wants to play games this afternoon. So, you know, I can't just be streaming all day. Not the 90s anymore. Lies, says Cantilever. How long is the stream delay today? I said that about an hour ago. So the fire resistance doesn't fire resistance to the bottle, says Deruza. No, it doesn't work like that. It's only on the inside of the bottle, you see. It has to be on the outside of things for it to work. Why does netherrack burn in lava, says Rotate Alpha? I don't know. I wish the golden carrot had effects, says Minecraft Devilord. A bit of a janky path, Foxy, says Mark Simcock. It really doesn't matter. It's all good. Wait, you need to feed kids? That's where we're wrong, says Skip. Yeah, I know, I haven't fed him yet this week, so, you know, he's going to need feeding at some point. Otherwise, he'll be complaining to his mum again. Keep trying to tell him that, you know, I fed you yesterday. I don't know what your problem is. But, yeah. Just kids, I guess. Always hungry little critters. Always want my food. I don't know why I'm trying to make this tunnel neat, because it's totally pointless. I'm just going to be running down here as fast as I can to get to the witch farm and back again. It doesn't need to be neat at all. But hey-ho, it's who I am. Can't help it. Alexa, feed the kids is lawful. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or just like, kids, feed yourself. Goodness sake, child, you're 4 years old. Get your own dinner. I mean, he's 8 now, so technically he probably could. He could probably just about manage to make himself some sandwiches, I reckon, without too much effort. I don't know if I trust him in the kitchen, though, opening the fridge and getting knives out and not cutting his fingers off. Gotta love that nether gravel, says, yeah, why did they put gravel in the nether? So you can survive in the... I know why they did it, but it's stupid. It doesn't belong. You don't need gravel to survive. You need flint. No, I know you need flint. Get out of the nether. But it's still annoying. Okay? Just have flint trees growing somewhere instead. Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, you know, them, like, skeleton structures you get in the nether, just have, like, a piece of flint block at the end that you can break down into flint. Or maybe because obsidian is basically flint, isn't it? Why don't you just, like, when you use instead of using silk touch on obsidian, when you use fortune or just a normal pickaxe on obsidian, it breaks into flint. Frostwalker or Depth Strider, says Game B. I absolutely hate Frostwalker. Depth Strider all day long. Yeah. Frostwalker just irritates me because I never expect it to wear... yeah, I just don't like it. Go away. Shoot, you're in my way, skeleton. There are occasions where Frostwalker's useful, but it's hardly ever. Whereas Depth Strider is almost always useful when working on farms or in water or things like that. It's very, very rare that you need Frostwalker, in my opinion. I mean, actually, let me know. What do you think? Where does Frostwalker become useful for you guys? Where do you think is a good use case for Frostwalker? Foxy, I'm just grateful for finding your channel 4 years ago. Thanks to you, I've improved my English learning, says Fabrico. Oh, thank you very much. I didn't intend to help you with English, but there you go. I mean, you should probably aim to learn from someone that's got a slightly better grasp on it than I have, but thank you regardless. Right, I also, guys, an ice farm, says Deruza. Well, I guess so. That's one minor use case. I would like to test the stream delay, if you wouldn't mind. So, I'm going to count down from 3, and when I get to go, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go, and when I say go, I want you all to put a smiley face in the chat. So get it ready in your chat box. Don't hit go yet. Just get your smiley face ready to go, and then I will do the countdown, and then we'll see what the stream delay is, because it seems like it's quite high, and I've got it set to ultra low today, so I'm slightly concerned. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Okay, it's not too bad. Ultra low should be about 1 second, but I'll settle for 5. And you can also see who's got a longer delay than others. Have you tried refreshing? Hey mates, I see your smiley face there. Didn't see that before. How you doing? Sneaking into the chat and see it sneaking into the stream. Have you said stuff already? Have I completely missed it, mates? Not my fault. Rotated Alface made me miss them. You hid your messages. We've been lurking, Mitz. Is that what it is? You can't blame it on the school run today. It's Bank Holiday Monday. On my screen, there was a heap of smileys before you said ghost, is Carnage Joe. Yeah, try refreshing your browser. You might get it more up-to-date stream. Speaking of up-to-date stream, we got 119 people watching right now. But I'm noticing there's only 92 likes. So some of you cheeky people are here for free without having done any work or helping me out. So I would very much appreciate it if anybody that has decided they're just going to sneak in for free without asking and hasn't hit the like button can just take a second. Just all it takes is 1 second. Makes me very happy and it means a great deal to me. If you could just do that, just hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. I was first, but live only 40 miles from Foxy, says Fuzzy Bear. What? True story, Roth, says Mitz. I timed Mitz out for 6,000 seconds. Frostwalker is fun for about 5 minutes, then it's pointless, says the loner. Okay, we've gone up to 101 likes, but it's not enough. Keep them coming. And also, if you're here and you're not subscribed, first of all, let me know if you are or not in the chat, because I'd be interested to know. It's not a problem if you're not. But also, if you're not, what are you doing? Get subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Jeez. I need those subscribers, man. I need YouTube to go, oh, yeah, actually, people do like him a bit. Maybe we should recommend his videos to people. I would go against everything they possibly know and believe. The real official cast has an 80% chance of getting a sign. Yes, subscribes is lawful. No, I meant tell me if you're not. I know you are. I'm not subscribed, says Diamond Fairy. I don't care about you. You don't have to subscribe. What about Infinity or Mending? Like if you have a mob farm, which is the better option? I don't think it makes any difference for a mob farm because you don't use a bow and arrow at a mob farm, do you? Subbed on 2 accounts and watch them both, says Jerusa. Amazing, thank you. I was always team Mending for a very, very long time until it started really irritating me having to replace my arrows or get arrows because I didn't have any. The advantage of just having to carry 1 arrow around with you is brilliant. So I'm definitely team Infinity now, but it used to bother me that my bow wasn't like, if all my other tools were mended, my bow wasn't. That used to really bother me, but I've just sort of got over that, if you like. So yeah, team Infinity. Team Infinity, bro. Go in the hole. Ah, no! Oh, jeez, I've done it again. Now look what you've done, stupid lava. Made it very difficult to go in and plug you up. Ross says, subbed on all 5 accounts, got all running right now. Jeez, no wonder your PC didn't work, Ross. Too many live streams running. My internet's really bad. Fabrico says, English is not my mother language, so watching different channels with different accents helps a lot. Oh, go. Oh, go? Good, even. Timmy C says, I can click the like again, but that might be bad as I've already clicked it once. Yeah, don't click it twice. You can only click it an odd number of times, okay? You can click it once or 3 times or 5 times, but you must never ever click it twice or an even number of times. Okay? Bows are cheap as chips, says Gadget J. Well, yeah, but getting a nice fancy one as good as that, look how good that is. You say it's cheap as chips. It's a right faff about having to enchant all those things on it. Villagers, how don't you mention villagers to me? I mean, you fall out, mate. You start mentioning villagers. Considering I've only come like 200 blocks, I probably shouldn't be faffing about quite as much as I am widening this tunnel. We've got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. Ah, I wanted to look at something. Okay. And it's also a temporary tunnel as well, because that witch farm is outside of the world border. So chances are at some point it's not even going to exist. So it's a totally pointless tunnel, really. I mean, it'd be just quicker to fly home, I think. It's not that far away. Chat just broke, says Deruza. Did it? What if I click it once and someone else in my house clicks it once? Still an odd number each. No. The bow and the elytra are the things that fall in the one block of lava when you die. The hardest things to replace. Yeah, right. Tell me about it. Villagers, grrr, says Mitz. Need a new redemption with that. This sounds like Beardstone one. Villagers. Beardstone. Can't have redemptions on YouTube, bro. Only Twitch allows us to do that. What we can do, I think it's possible now to like do certain events based on memberships or gifted memberships, but that does seem quite expensive way of doing it. Although I've not tried it. Now, can you do gifted memberships on my channel? And also, if you can you do them at like the support tier, so like the $1 tier? Because technically, if you could do that, that would be even cheaper than doing a gifted subscription on Twitch. In which case, you could probably use those for redemptions, right? Speaking of memberships, you can support me for just $1 a month. And it makes me smile. But if you don't want to support me for $1, if you want to support me for even more, then I'll give you some free stuff, like, you know, access to my patron realms and things like that, if you're over 18. Access to the secret areas of my Discord, where I have been known to hang out once. Ah, yes! This is exactly where I needed to be! Oh, that's amazing! I just need to link up with that tunnel there. So actually, like, if I just fly here, this is where the first tunnel that I dug out in the other video came out. Oh, this is amazing. Right, fantastic. I think that's either Ricky's or Slack's tunnel. I haven't figured it out yet. But if I can get over to there and sneak my way in, then we're all good. So I don't actually have that much further to go with this tunnel at all. That's good. Excellent. I really didn't want to build it for another 4,000 blocks. More crouching over lava. What could possibly go wrong? What PC do you have, Foxy? Says Hydro. It's not a name brand. I built it myself. If you want to check out my setup, you can go to FoxyNoTail.com. I got a page on there. It's relatively up to date. There's a few things that have changed, but not massively. Most of it's up to date. Wow, that was quite impressive placing. I don't think I've ever placed them like that before. Speed backward slabbing. Amazing. Slabbing or placing, you know what I mean. That Slacks tunnel, said Roadbuster. Do you know what? I thought it was. But then it had Ricky's, like, signs for Ricky's stuff all over it. So I was like, oh, maybe it's Ricky's tunnel. It definitely looks like a Slacks sort of thing. And the fact that there's a massive gold farm there made me think it's Slacks. But then as soon as I started seeing the signs of the tunnel, I'm like, maybe this is Ricky's. And then I thought, Ricky's not been on the server long enough to build that behemoth thing. But now that I know it's Slacks, I'm slightly concerned about digging a hole in the side of it to steal passageway through it. Without asking. I think it might tell me off. Pretty sure Ricky would be okay with it. I'm pretty sure Slack would be alright with it, to be honest with you, but I'm slightly more concerned about asking. Now do that on the hardcore wall, says Pickles. Easy, Pickles. Easy. Yeah, no problem. Right. A little bit more digging in this. We could just go straight over to it there, but I feel like a bit more digging in. Oh, actually, because that goes up at some point. We don't want to miss it. Will we come into line with it further down? No, because look, it goes up there. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to come across. Look at all the magmas in those boats. Slack spawn proof in the area. Good work, Slack. Right, we'll go across here then. Oh, the door's over in that direction. I mean, we could just put a landing pad over here and fly, but if I ever lose all my stuff, which does happen, Oh, geez. That was a pointless path, wasn't it? I don't know how much you'll thank me for putting path through there. I'm gonna go into this wall and then turn right and go through the wall and hopefully come out at it. I don't want to upset his mob despawning stuff or cause problems. I don't want to overstep my welcome. I mean, it's technically the Nether, so it's technically a free-for-all, but I can't just go smashing into his stuff. But it was fast, says A-Range. What was fast? Just make a piston door into his tunnel, says Speedy. You can't go breaking into his stuff without asking. When is the hardcore stream, says Yellow? It will be Wednesday at 7:30 PM British time, which is currently British summertime. And then the next one will be Thursday, the same time. Have you seen the video? I put the video out. So basically, I decided that for this latest season that me and Mitz are doing, I'm going to put the VODs for those on my main channel. But what I've done, the first episode was a bit harder because it had the music in the background, but I've been recording the episodes as we're streaming them, just from my point of view. And they shouldn't have music or anything like that. So then I can use an app called Recut. And what Recut does is it just takes a video, like a live stream or anything you've recorded really, and it takes out all of the gaps where there's no talking and puts cuts in. So then for like the episode 2 and 3, I couldn't do it on the first one because it had music in, but for episodes 2 and 3, I've run it through Recut, which has significantly shortened the length of the live stream and took all of the nonsense out. I've put like continual music in the background, so it's not just all silent and stuff, and I think it works quite well. I don't know how well it works in terms of, obviously, quite a lot of it we're talking to chat, or then like the creeper sounds and stuff like that don't come through, which is a bit annoying, and you can hear us responding to those. But I think as a video, I don't think they're too awful. What do you guys think? You obviously haven't seen the second and the third one, which will be a little bit different from the first one. I'd be interested to know what you think. I said I was going to go across, didn't I? I just end up going in a straight line again. I'm a moron. That's one way to make a mob switch, says Robuster. Yeah, and it works pretty well, apparently, according to Slack. Just put magma cubes in boats. Seems to do the job. I don't know if you need to name tag them as well or anything. I don't think that would work, actually, because that would take them out of the cap, wouldn't it? Not 100% sure. Okay, at the end of this, then, have we got a way of getting over to it? Oh, we're nearly there. Yeah, we just got to sneak in from this direction. What could go wrong? Just a little bit of the old sneakeroo. Foxy, why do lots of teams think laggy on Bedrock Edition, even online, says Henry Ash. When you say even online, do you mean when you're watching it or when you're playing on servers? Laggy is, generally speaking, unless you're getting block lag, if it's looking laggy. Oh, hey, thank you very much, Devlamin. Amazing. Member for 10 months at the support tier. Yeah, generally speaking, it's that your device isn't able to process everything that's on screen. So it probably means you've got a lot of entities or laggy blocks or things kicking around. Now, I actually did some testing the other day, live to my patrons in a patron chat on my Discord, and we were going through all of the different blocks that we could think of, and basically in a flat world, and determining what was frames per second killer, which you would say is lag. It's not actually lag, but that's what most people seem to think lag is. It's what it's commonly referred to. And sugar boxes are awful. Banners are really, really bad. Signs are really bad. Glow signs are even worse. You know, if you've got 4,000 shulker boxes laid down in an area, that takes your frames per second. I've done it again. I had a few problems with my FPS because I had some weird G-Sync issues going on. So I turned all that off, went full screen, and I was getting 600 frames per second when I was testing separately. And having 4,000 shulker boxes on the floor in front of me took me down to 7 frames a second. And you might think, well, I'm not going to have 4,000 shulker boxes on the floor in front of me. You're not. But you might have a whole bunch of chests. You might have a storage system with loads of hoppers and workstations and signs and banners. And all of those things add together, and it massively reduces your FPS. So I'll have a look at the list so I can tell you what they are. So what I've listed as really bad, affecting your performance, is signs, banners, ender chests are really bad, skulls like mob heads, not my mob heads, well they are because they're entities, but more specifically like skeleton skulls, creeper skulls, things like that, wither skulls, really laggy, shulker boxes, pistons are ridiculously laggy, and enchantment tables as well. Then the next on the down a tier, which wasn't quite so horrendous, so those things, when we had 4,096 of them in an area, were taking me down from like 600 frames a second to about 7 frames a second. The next lot was taking me down to about 50 to 100 frames per second, and those are chests and beds. So chests, I think, took me down to about 40 or 50 frames per second. Beds took me down to about 60, 70. Then we got lit campfires. They're pretty bad, and flower pots, believe it or not, are quite bad as well. And then things that are a little bit laggy, maybe drop your frames per second a bit, but not horrendously. Command blocks, lodestones, unlinked campfires, brewing stands, cauldrons, beehives, bee nests, barrels, hoppers, lecterns, candles, furnaces, shriekers, skulk sensors, and skulk catalysts are all laggy. So if you imagine all of those different things I've listed, if you've got a few of them in the area that you're loading or looking towards in game, it doesn't even have to be in your ticking area, in your view on game. Even if they're behind walls, they're making your game seem more laggy. Basically, every pretty block there is causes lag, says Gixxer. Yeah, effectively, yeah. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. You should make a video of that, says Brood. If I have time, I will. I would like to make a video on that because I think it's quite important. But it sounds like a nice, easy video to make, but in reality, to do it properly would take quite a long time. So, don't expect it anytime soon. That's what I'm saying. Right, I need to swap pickaxes. My pickaxe is looking a bit broke. Oh, I need to keep it out though, so I can break my ender chest. So anything that has animations or can be customizable seems to be in that list, says Henry Ash. Yeah, anything with the UI is generally, although looms weren't too bad. But things generally with a UI or things that are not a full block. Trapdoors are okay, doors are okay. Barrels are certainly better than chests, but chests were awful, ender chests were awful. So yeah, that would be why, especially if you're on a low-end device. Someone said, what average frames per second do I get? Well, let's have a look here on Truly Bedrock. I don't know if you can see the overlays. You probably can't, actually. But according to the overlay I've got on the screen now, it says I'm getting 89 frames per second. However, if I go into a flat world, if I face away from Slack stuff, for a start, it goes over 100. But if I'm on a flat world, I get around about 600. So, yeah, it depends on where you are, what you're doing, what's in the world. Obviously, lots of stuff in the nether causes lag. How about droppers and dispensers? I don't think I tried those. We don't generally build. We were thinking of, generally speaking, things that we were building out of in my marketplace map that's coming up. So those were the things we measured. So I didn't measure everything. I didn't do all the blocks. Now, am I going to sneak into there without Slack noticing? Just need a little path down here. I need some more polish. Put some more deep slate. Please don't go in the lava when I break you. It's going to, isn't it? It's going to do it. No, not allowed. No going in the lava, okay? It wanted to. It wanted to. Just sneaking on by. See if we can sneak into Slack's amazing Nether Tunnel of many goodnesses. He won't mind. He won't mind at all. He just looking through his windows. Hello? Hello? Can I come in? Please? Please? Oh, we should test hoppers, then hoppers with furnaces or composters on top. Did that, Pickles? People think putting furnaces on top help lag. It doesn't at all. But putting composters on top of hoppers does. Composters, for some reason, actually improves your frames per second. So, it's weird. Mojang hides shulker box magnets under the lava, says Timmy C. Yeah, they seem to, don't they? I don't want to just break through his wall. I feel really bad about it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I just put a door in here. I do feel a bit bad about it. Ooh. I feel a little bit naughty. I'll put a sign down and just let him know. And then I'll put a chest next to it with the items from the sign. That I've just broken. Sorry about the hole, bro. Bud, I need to link up. Foxy, smiley face. Really smiley face. There we go. You'll be happy with that. Make a stack. Make Slack another diamond shop. I'm sure he'd not mind the hole then. That's a good idea. So there we go. We've now got a way through to get us all the way back home again, which is fantastic. So before we go home, we now need to go back to the witch farm to get all of the rest of our stuff, which I might as well just, let's be honest, not use the path and just fly over here. See what goodnesses we've got at the witch farm, and then we've still got a little while left. I haven't really got any other plans to do anything, and like I say, Oliver's here, so we might have to end a little bit earlier than normal today. Haven't really made these extra flyable. It wasn't too bad. Mate, I read that one. Nightbot says, I've no idea how long Foxy's been live for, as my integration with YouTube sucks. Mate's told me to fix the uptime for Nightbot, but it doesn't work for YouTube. So, there you go. I fixed it, mate. I hope that's okay with you. See, I do listen. Do as I'm told. Even when the solution seems impossible, I find a way. You're welcome. Right, let's get the old ender chest out. Put away some of the things we no longer need. I wouldn't mind like just a looting sword to keep over here, so I don't have to keep fishing the one out of my ender chest. So maybe we could go home and enchant that. That would give us a few things to do for a few minutes. Let's put... I don't want to put that away. Okay, that can go away for now. Put that away. Put those away. We'll go fix our pickaxe as well. And we'll take these shulker boxes home that we don't need here. Oh, before we do that, though, I'm going to need to get my wood box back out. And my redstone box and pack up that extra hopper line that we don't really need anymore. Although, chances are one of the chests is still going to be absolutely full of stuff. There we go. That can be the chest for all the other junk that we don't need. So there's a couple of chests here full of junk. This can all go in there. Well, I've got extra wood here. The wood can go in my wood box if I can fit it in. Foxy finally fixed Nightbot. Nice, Scantilivia. You're welcome. You're welcome. Actually, I should just be shoving this into the burnificator, shouldn't I? I don't need any of that. Put it all in. Burn it all. Don't need any of this junk. Dear machine, please take these gifts for your services as being an excellent witch farm. You're welcome. Have a snooze. The stone will break your sorting, says Timmy C. Oh, yeah. Please give me those gifts back if it's got stone in it. Oh, jeez. Not my fault. It was an accident. Trap made me do it. Put the stone in there. Take the rubbish out of here, then. What about the bee nest? I might as well keep the bee nest, because I might do a bee farm at some point. So bee nest probably going to be quite useful. And all of that junk. That junk. That. I can't fit them in. Have many more junks, please. You're welcome. Grand machine of perfection. More junk. Keep those. Keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What about in here? I'm sure there was another one with more in. No? Is that it? Good. Ah, hang on a minute. Was it that one? Ah, we'll keep that. Get rid of the boats. Don't need all those boats. I can make more boats if I need boats. I can throw those in. I can throw that in. I don't want to throw the cat heads in. There we go. This is what we're throwing away, okay? Lovely job. Are you married? Says Kakun. Why are you asking? Are you looking, seeing if I'm single? Seeing if I'm available? Oh, I might be. No, I'm not married. Why was the laughing face? Why are you married laughing face? You just can't imagine anybody would want to marry me. It's like you knew the answer before you asked it. Is that what it was? You meanie. You absolute meanie. Not very nice. Wow. Wow. Right. Okay. Now we're going to sort out the wood box for good this time. Taking share of the Shulker monsters as Robuster. Exactly. It looks like the previous stone had already broken it. No, it's not broken. It's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Look. All good. See, this is why you need 2 of each one, because redstone's got into the second line. It skipped over, which means some of the other stuff will have got in there. But it's all good. Fine, 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 fine. Ha! You looking like sweet father. Thank you very much. I am. Very sweet father. That's me. Probably the sweetest father you've ever seen. I would say, without blowing my own trumpet too much. What will stack with what I've got in my hand? Surprising amount of things, actually. Okay, let's put some things back in here, because I need to get the logs out now. Log. Okay. This one's going to be all logs and planks. I think that makes sense. And then the other one can just be all of the other junk that I got. Things that I've sort of broken to pieces. Oh, hang on, more planks there. Give me all your planks, bro. Now, barrels, chests, crafting tables, doors, boats, stairs, doors, signs. So many signs. Speaking of signs, we've got to put those signs up before the end of the stream as well. Don't let me forget to do that. We'll put, I guess, half slabs in there as well then, seeing as there's not much room in the other one. There we go. That'll do in that one. And then all of this other junk can go in here. Oh, that feels loads better. Look at all the extra space I've got now. Fantastic. Although I seem to be... I had all of that in there before. Oh no, because I took stuff out of this one, didn't I? Okay. Right, we're going to get rid of those. Don't need those. I'd rather have scaffolding in there. I don't need that one sign there, so we'll put those in there, and those don't go anywhere, so they can just go in the bin. Okay, good. Right. You can go in there. Why do you think they haven't added chest shortcuts? Is it because of mobile controls? What do you mean? Like, click on, like, empty my chest or empty my inventory into the chest type thing? I don't know. Maybe they don't think it's necessary. I've no idea why Mojang do and don't do things. I can only imagine it's probably because they just don't think there's any need to do that. I can't reclaim a great deal of this. Let's take all of you out of there. And put all of you in there instead. And have that one back. But they're all going to be full. Right. Okay. Ah! More stone! Right, we're all good. Okay. I'll take my coal blocks back for my other area. Put those chests in there. And we're good to go. Let's do this. Let's go back. Fix my pickaxe. Enchant my sword. Put the signs on the wall. Come back. Bring the sword over here. Not much to do at all. No. It's probably in Jen's book, says Real Deal Pick. What's in Jen's book? What's Jen's book? Jen's book? I didn't know Jen had a book. Very confused. Are Marianne going to give us an inventory update? Or, oh, Jen's as in Minecraft Jen. Right, I thought you was on about like Slacks Jen. Or do you have another thought? I don't know, honestly, Fuzzy Bear. I really don't know. They made a joke about inventory update for the April Fool's thing, so I'm half tempted to think that they don't consider it being a requirement or a necessary thing to do. I hope I'm wrong. I think that showed us that they're listening and they hear us, but they don't really think it's an issue. That's what I got from that. But I hope I'm wrong, because I could really do with an inventory update. Foxy, any plans for redstone build that transform dirt into mud blocks? No. No. I haven't really thought about that. I don't really see a great deal of point, to be honest with you. I mean, mud's not exactly rare if you find yourself a mangrove swamp. With worlds being infinite, you can go and grab as much of it as you need if you're prepared to fly around. Double-clicking on an item while the mouse has already selected an item to transfer all that type of item into your inventory is an example of a useful shortcut. Well, we don't have that shortcut, but we can transfer all of one, like a whole stack of an item, or we can group a stack of items together with those sorts of shortcuts. So it's not as good as Java Edition, but we've got some of that stuff. That would probably be incredibly crazy if they didn't think inventory was an issue. Says, well, we don't know what they think. They obviously have a completely different skew and perspective on what we do with Minecraft. And I would imagine that most of you guys, and myself as well, play Minecraft a lot more than they do. And that might sound odd, but they're developing it all the time. That's their job. It's their work. I don't think many of them would be spending a lot of their free time playing Minecraft. And when you're developing it, you certainly don't have the time to put into, like we do, to develop massive worlds and farms and play the game to that extent. They'll be going in and checking the stuff that they've got works to a degree, and then that'll be it. So I think that a developer's skew on the game, unless there's someone like Sliced Lime or Nembomb who have worked on massive SMPs and put out content and play the game regularly, I think they're going to have a completely different skew on what they think is useful and what's not. And we also don't know what's in there, like Pickle says, Jen's rulebook. We don't know what they say, is okay and what's not, where they think is the right thing to do. Lost in Wales says, is Foxy participating in the 2-minute silence? When is it? I haven't heard anything about a 2-minute silence. They told me there was a 2-minute silence yesterday. Apparently there was one the day before. It seems to be all over the place. So if there is one, yeah. TBC says, which is all the more reason they should be listening to people who actually put many, many hours into it. Well, they do. But people, on general, have completely different priorities and wants and likes. If you go to the Minecraft feedback website, there'll be stuff in there that you think's totally stupid, but to someone else, that was really important. And it's one of those things that the loudest minority are the people that get listened to. So it's not necessarily what everybody wants that they listen to. It's what people that shout the loudest listen to. They listen to those. So, there's no perfect system, because if there was, countries would be run on that system, wouldn't they? But at the end of the day, the reason they don't ask the general public, how do you want this country to be run, is because everybody thinks differently and has different ideas of what's right and what's wrong. So you just can't do that. Doesn't work that way. Can you please make an add-on or resource pack for refill and siphon shulker box enchantment, please? No, it's not possible. Sorry. I'd love to, but it just ain't possible. Can I get loot in 3? Nope. Also, when you go and watch another YouTuber's video about what's good in Minecraft and then go to someone else and ask them to make that add-on, why don't you put the time in and try and figure it out yourself? There we go. Loot in 3. Smite 4, 5. That'll do. That'll do. Let's go take it back to the witch farm. In fact, let's go and put the signs on the wall first. Signs on the wall, empty your stuff at home, and then we'll take it back to the witch farm. Hello, Gaz. Goodbye, Gaz. Hey, man, good morning, says Dark Meta. Good morning. I wouldn't know where to start with making an add-on like that. I mean, technically you can, it would be laggy and horrible, but you could go through literally every item and block in the game and check if that was in somebody's inventory. And if it was, then check. You'd have to check for every single block and every single item, and for each check you'd have to do 64 checks to see what quantity it was. Now that wouldn't take into account things like damage values or anything like that, so you wouldn't want to do that on tools and equipment. But let's say you ran a script and you go, okay, is there cobbled deep slate in this inventory? How many of it? Okay, there's 64, so we'll move 64, or we'll take it out of their inventory and we'll add 64 cobbled deep slate into the shulker box inventory. That's technically possible, but the script would be probably longer than Minecraft allows you to run. So a Minecraft function can run 10,000 lines of code, and I reckon you probably need way more than that to just detect it. So when you ran it, the whole game would just freeze. It would freeze until it's checked every single item, every single quantity for what's in your inventory, and determined whether or not, yeah, it would be a nightmare. So no, it's not possible. No, I'm going to say that is a no from me. Also, I don't know how to put buttons into the UI. I don't know if that's possible. So again, no from me. Thank you for keeping me entertained while I wash the dishes, says Devlamin. You're very welcome. Waylander, how are you doing? Saying, seeing as the sword isn't going to be used and that just needs to be looting enchant on it, wouldn't any old rubbish do instead of a diamond one? Yeah, but I had a diamond one that just sat there, so might as well use it. No point in using a different one if I got a diamond one. It's not like I can turn it back into diamonds and spend them. 2 minute silence has just started, says Lost in Wales. I would have thought it would... oh, well. I'm going to assume now, because it's 12 o'clock, the 2 minute silence is over. It would have probably been at 2 minutes to 12, finishing at lunchtime. So, yeah, I'm going to talk again now. If you're not sure what all that was about, it is the Queen's funeral today. And I have no idea what's going on with that. Not a clue when it starts or what's, you know, when it is or anything like that. But, yeah, that'll probably be why we're having a 2 minute silence. While I was being silent, Henry Ash says, couldn't you... thank you, guest. Couldn't you somehow run the script only when you pick up new items and only apply the script to items just picked up? No, you couldn't then store that information anywhere without... Well, I guess you could have a scoreboard for every single type of block, but this would only work on one player. It wouldn't work with multiplayer. You could have a scoreboard for every single type of block and score how many items of that player had on this scoreboard. But then if you drop that item out of your inventory, you couldn't detect it anymore. It would still have to detect your inventory every tick or every second or whatever to make sure that there wasn't an issue with those. So no, it wouldn't work like that. It basically, the idea was, let's say this is a shulker box and you want to fill your inventory into there. There would be a button somewhere, you click it, and it would have to then run a script. What's in his inventory? What can we take out of it? And then put it into the shulker box that is in front of you, I guess. So the other thing is, there's no way of the game knowing what shulker box you intend it to go in, because there's no, like, if you've opened a shulker box, there's no way of knowing what we've got access to with add-ons, what shulker box you've got open. So you have to do it relative to the player. So you don't have to determine, is it a shulker box, is it a chest, is it a dispenser, is it a furnace? It'd be a nightmare. It was just not worth doing at all. Pickle says, I think someone watching this stream is most likely in the tiny top percentile of people who play Minecraft. If you look at the percentage of people who haven't even got the easy achievements, the average player probably doesn't run into things we consider issues. Yeah, exactly. How long are you streaming for, Foxy? Says Mark Simcock. Well, Mark Simcock, geez, words are difficult. I am about to stop. I am going to find an item frame, which I don't have. I am now going to regret throwing that piece of leather into the machine that I had earlier so that I could have made an item frame. I'm going to put the sword on it. There it is. And then I'm going to go. Because it's time for me to feed my son. He wants his dinner, no doubt. Let's pop that. In fact, it probably wants to be at the AFK spot, doesn't it? So let's not put it there. Let's not be silly. Don't be silly. We're being ridiculous, all of you. Pick those things back up. Put it in there. We're so tidy today. This is good news. And fly. And splat. Oh, I didn't splat. That's nice. And go in. Oh, I left my bed down there. Oh, man. Anyway, item frame. Losing 3 sword. We're good to go. So I would like to say, as usual, thank you all very much for watching this live stream. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget I will be streaming again on Thursday morning at the same time, doing more Truly Bedrock. And if you can't wait that long, I will be streaming on Twitch at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday, playing some Java Edition Hardcore with Mitz. And if you can't wait for any of those, then I've got loads of videos you can watch on my main channel. I've got loads of videos you can watch on my second channel. You can join my Discord and get involved in the conversation. You go to my website and download all my add-ons. You can do it all. But not right now, because, well, I can't do it right now because I'm going to go feed my kid. So, bye. Bye.